Hey everyone, so I wanted to make a video about Jeff and Shaleia's work and how it helped me change my entire life. So I just want to start with a little background. I experienced throughout my life, throughout all of my 20s, I'm now 31, I experienced a lot of depression, anxiety, fear, feelings of, being a failure and not entirely knowing what I'm supposed to be doing in life. I mean, I think it's a pretty typical, common phenomenon in our generation, especially between the ages of like 20 to 30. There's like an intense confusion and kind of like we're figuring out like where, what we want to do. The whole concept of romance and getting married and having a family and all these things were obviously prominent in my thoughts, my feelings, and my beliefs. So, I went through a lot of, I tried different things. I went to a lot of like different, therapies and healing modalities, like psychologists, psychiatrists. I was even on medication at one point. And the constant thing that kept keeping me going was my belief in God, my belief in source, and in like the higher energy, right? Like, above the physical reality, beyond the physical reality, sorry. So I kept following my heart, right? My intuition, and I went to, every time I either went to a new job or a new school program or even a new therapist or psychologist or whatever. And around the age of 27, I had decided, okay, I need to find my own voice. I need to have my own relationship with God. I need to, trust my own intuition and really be independent of other people telling me who I am, what my problems are, who I'm supposed to be, and all these things. And I stumbled upon Jeff and Shaleia, and I was really wanting to meet and be with my twin flame at the time. I had already figured out that my career was, had something to do with being an actress, and also I was interested in coaching. That was pretty much like, I had clarity on that. Although, of course, I had blocks and things to work through, and I still do. But I really, really wanted to be with my twin flame and also expand my life purpose. I stumbled upon Jeff and Shaleia, and when I say stumble upon, it's not really stumble upon, it's God was guiding me to them, because they were the perfect spiritual teachers that could help me on my journey where I was at. So I started just watching their free YouTube videos, and I really resonated, and I even watched like other twin flame teachers to try to figure out and feel into, which actually resonates with me. And what I came to realize were Jeff and Shaleia were like the only teachers that were emanating and expressing what I wanted, which was true love, okay? Pure love. Their beliefs and their thoughts and their feelings and the way they see the twin flame journey is the way I see it too, and the most loving, compassionate, and just overall good feeling in regards to these concepts, right? Like twin flames, life purpose, self-healing, trauma, all these things. So I joined a twin flame ascension school, and that's when I began to really start to heal my blocks to love. And when I say blocks to love, it's not just, I'm there to be with my twin flame. No, it was more, I'm here to stop suffering and to start living a life from a place of peace, deep peace, from a place of oneness with God, my creator, and the universe and my reality around me and the people around me. From a place of being on my life purpose, getting closer and closer to reaching my dreams, cultivating my abundance, my wealth, and all these things. and of course, attaining harmonious union with my twin flame, with my true twin flame, which is living in harmony with God, and therefore with yourself, and therefore with your twin flame. So as I began watching the classes, it was like a filtering out of all of the BS, all of the thoughts and beliefs and feelings that were not serving me anymore, that just all they did was make me suffer, and start to cultivate loving myself in those places so that I don't need to suffer anymore. And I also eventually did the MAP healing, which is a mind alignment process, which actually clears away traumatic events that happened in your life. And so now, I would say around 2 years later, I'm in harmonious union with my true twin flame, living together as one. I am on my life purpose as an actress and a spiritual ascension coach. And I'm free from trauma. So it's very important for me to say I'm a person who legit suffered from depression, anxiety, fear, and an overall feeling of not knowing what makes me happy, not knowing what I'm supposed to be doing on the planet in this lifetime, not knowing who my twin is or how to even be with my twin, feeling like I'm going to be single for the rest of my life, etc., etc. And to see that in the course of 2 years, after having been suffering for over 10 years, to feel and embody who I am today is truly not just a miracle, because God provides miracles, but also it's a result of the deep inner work that Jeff and Shaleia gifted me, and that I was brave enough and trusting enough to go all in and dive deep into this inner work and commit to it and persist with it and never give up. So, and what Jeff and Shaleia teach is so true in the fact that whatever we're experiencing within is going to be reflected in our external reality. So every interaction with any person, any situation that comes up, any of the circumstances in our life are all a reflection of our inner world. And so as I'm continuing to heal these upsets, I am beginning to see the fruits of my labor on the outside, right? And I think a lot of times we, as humans, get a little impatient and a little distrusting when we don't see results like right away. And although the mirror exercise does give you that straightaway relief and that peace and that love, the external reality is you're co-creating a reality with God. It's a big deal. Your house, your relationships, your twin flame relationship, your money, your children or pets or whatever, your feelings, your thoughts, your life purpose, success, and all these things happen, and they take, they're a journey, right? And so there have been times on my journey, in Jeff and Shaleia's work, where I was working and doing the inner work and still not seeing results. But the point is that as I continued to persist, there were huge breakthroughs, and I'm continuing to experience those breakthroughs again and again and again. So yeah, this video is a huge thank you to Jeff and Shaleia and to the community and to all the people that have supported me and are continuing to support me on my journey. It's a great honor to be a coach, a twin flame ascension coach with Jeff and Shaleia, so I can pass down and help people cultivate their lives as I have been helped, and as I have been gifted this life of heaven on earth. And this is what I feel. This is the true, authentic me speaking. I sincerely, and parentheses, I still have upsets and I still have feelings. We're humans. We have feelings. But I feel like I'm finally living in my little heaven on earth with my twin flame, and we're expanding that and expanding that and expanding that. And I'm just so forever grateful, because without this work, I don't know where I would be. It would have taken me years to be where I am today. And I don't even think it would be possible to be with my twin flame, especially harmoniously in the way that we live today, if it wasn't for this deep inner work. And the whole time, it was them teaching me how to heal myself. It was them teaching me how to cultivate my relationship, my intimate relationship with God, with my Creator. Not once did anyone tell me what to do or how to do it in a way that left me feeling dependent or lost. Like, it was always me feeling more and more empowered to have my own intuition, to trust my own relationship with God, and that is what they teach. Okay, it's really important for me to emphasize that, because I had been with previous therapists or psychologists that actually told me who I am, what my problems are, what I'm supposed to do next, how to take action. And I'm not saying that that's not appropriate in certain specific cases, but I truly believe that every human being is a divine child of God and has their own power and the ability to live their lives from their truth, right? And there's nothing wrong with getting help, and nothing wrong with being assisted along the way. And Jeff and Shaleia were that anchor, they're my gurus. They're the ones that were there reflecting back to me and showing me and teaching me, when I wasn't staying on the path to God. So this is what the work does, is teaches you how to stay on the path to God, which is love, right? Nothing but love. And that's what I feel every day, more and more, always going deeper. And it just feels so good. So I love you guys, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And I really recommend you explore their website, explore their classes, watch the free YouTube videos, watch the classes, and just make that commitment right now to be on your life purpose, to be in harmonious union with your twin flame, and to be happy, to be peaceful, to be loving, to be loved. These are very important things to experience in your life, right? Because otherwise, it's not even worth it. So please do yourself that favor and choose love.